is up, everybody? I'm back with a brand new video. I gotta make sure my camera angle is good because during the video on the ZX6 camera's not very good. But I just finished up my class and got a chest protector on today, so I'm wearing something. But like I said, I always recommend wearing actual gear. I'm not wearing gear today just because my jacket was being washed and I had to go as I had state testing today and I was late. So let's get a little startup on her. Why don't we? This bike's nice. Woo! But I was late and I didn't want to go with nothing, so I wore something and I just threw the chest protector on. Not gonna save me from road rash, but you guys are probably wondering why the title of this video. Oh, there's the guy that owns this bike. Why the title of this video is titled "Reliving the Past." And the reasoning for that is today marks 1 year since I got in my crash and totaled my bike. Hello.
Hello, man. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Not bad.
I love your bike.
Thank you. This is probably a lot more fun than mine.
I mean, yeah, but
It's a cruiser, though.
yeah, a lot more comfy.
Yes.
That's for sure. What helmet is that?
That's a DC.
That's what I got.
Yeah. It's good for the price.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And
Oh yeah, that must be nice.
it helps.
Yeah, I bet. Well, you be safe.
Yeah, you too, man.
You're probably wondering why the title of this video is Reliving the Past. And the reasoning for that is, like I said, today marks 1 year since I got in my crash. I was not making videos at the time and I crashed on my supermoto that I had. I don't know if I have any pictures. I probably have a picture on it. Probably some cringe photo on it. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy though, because I wasn't wearing any gear besides my helmet that day, and it goes to show, guys, that anything can change at literally any moment. I mean, that day, like, I was just riding around. It was warmer that day, a year ago, and the weather was so nice, and I was just wearing a hoodie and pants like this. I know, I literally promote wearing gear so much. I was so late this morning. It's my fault. But I honestly need to be honest. I would rather be late and be protected than not being protected and then something happening because I'm rushing, right? But I'm gonna kind of take you guys along throughout my day that day. It was a normal day. I went and did a couple things. I just rode around for literally like maybe 30 minutes. Called my mom. I said, "Hey, Mom, my sister's out of school. I know, my sister, her name's Kendall. I know she's out of school. Let's, have a little family lunch at a restaurant that's actually right there. I think that's where it's at. Let's go have a little family lunch, right? Normal day." So and then my little field light came on and everything like that. So I'm actually gonna take you to the QT that I went to before the crash happened. And literally a mile and a half, not even down the road, I got in the crash. And like I said, I was just going to go get lunch, and it was just a short ride. But it just goes to show that even on the shortest rides, those little things, or I'm just gonna go putt around, things can happen, And I know it doesn't seem like that, You may be a good rider, but that car may not be, And that's one thing why speeding can be so bad, especially at surface roads like this, like on the highway. Like we all are on bikes, we all speed, we all, we own bikes. You know what I'm saying? It's that freedom. It's that this noise. And just, but no matter how good of a rider you are, things can still happen. And I'm not gonna lie, at the time I was not a good rider. I was still relatively new to riding, and it might seem like I'm still relatively new to riding because I'm still on an R3, but I actually really enjoy this bike. And also, I don't have the financial means to be spending on a 600 right now, and I actually really enjoy this bike because, like I said, I have like a car and all that I can drive, so I'm not really pushing to get a 636 or whatever it may be right now. I mean, I usually clutch shift, but not right now. But like I said, like it goes to show that anything can happen at any time, and it's scary because, you know, I literally thought nothing was happening. I mean, you don't think you're gonna crash, right? But I obviously was pretty scared for a while, but I was scared for a little while after. I mean, what do you expect? It was, you know, it was my first crash. It was not a good crash. I mean, I was relatively okay. It could have been a lot worse, but I mean, you still get scared from those things, and you know, it's obviously unfortunate, but summer night. So I'm in a school zone, baby. It's so low, bro. This road is so, what the frick? But yeah, that's nice. I'm getting so sidetracked. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys to where I went to go get gas and show you how quickly things changed, and just to emphasize that all your gear all the time. There's a phrase for it. I forget the actual term, like the letter abbreviation for it, but it's to stand for the meaning to wear all your gear all the time. And if you're gonna putt around your neighborhood or get a feel of a new bike right around the block, cool. Still wear your helmet. I don't care. Wear your helmet. I drove by here earlier and so many kids are like loving it. But I also had state testing this morning, so that was... Oh, but I love the pops in this bike. And no, I do not have a quick shifter. That is me clutch just shifting. If you guys, I'm not making a video about that. I can make a whole nother video about that some other time. Or like a YouTube short or something, or a reel, because it's not really needed for a full video, I don't think. Maybe as an example to full. Look at all the cows! Moo! I need help. Ram 2500, you want a cream in my butt?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh. Actually, tomorrow I'm going out of town, so also I'm so sorry for the lack of videos recently and why it's been the video slow. I'm still working as I'm filming this. I'm still working on getting the 636 and the R7 video out, which you guys have already seen, and there's like a 3-4 week period in between that, and I sincerely apologize. I've been really busy, I've been going through a lot and been having a lot of problems with it, so I was trying to edit it more better, like that meant, yeah, I sound like a child. I was trying to do like make it more like enjoyable, make the editing quality higher, which I have the capability of doing by all means. But then of course everything wanted to go wrong when I did that, and the rendering like got screwed up, and it's been problem after problem, and I lost motivation to even edit it at one point, and I had to redo the file. So that's what's been happening. But you guys already seen those videos. We did get them out, we got them taken care of, and I know that for a fact because the 636 video is about to be done, and that's the video I've had the most problems with. But we should have that done by today, and that'll be up within the next few days, and then that should be up in the next few days, and then yeah, the R7 video will be up next week, maybe. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I'm going out of town tomorrow, so the video might not go out tomorrow. Usually it's Friday, they usually go out on Saturdays, so but we'll see. But right here is the gas station I went into. Came from that way. I don't know why I just pulled in my clutch, but I came in here. I filled up with gas. I'm obviously not going to. I don't need gas right now, but filled up with gas, came out of here, and I'm just gonna go the exact route that I went that day. So, what the frick? I forgot that place was there. And of course, like I said, I was a newer rider at the time, so. Honestly, now that I've become a better rider, the crash could have, but couldn't have been avoided. I'll explain it when I get over there. It's literally right down the street from here. But the other problem too is I was on a supermoto, no ABS, none of that. and the road was also covered in dirt. It was very slick, and that also could, you know, as a factor in the fact that I didn't know how to handle that, being a newer rider. And I also, for the most part, knew how to brake very aggressively, but like I was, for the most part, I knew how to like progressive brake aggressively, like quick. But you also gotta remember, I didn't go through the MSF course at the time because I was waiting for my scheduled date and I was on my permit. So I was practically teaching myself. So don't ever recommend that. I highly recommend, whether you're, because in the state of Arizona you can get your permit for a motorcycle and a car 15.5, correct? Okay, just so you guys are aware of that. So I was starting to ride a little after that, and I was waiting for an MSF course to be scheduled, and I had already had the Supermoto and all that jazz. It was a KLX 300, so I was already ready for the street. So all that, you know, just jazz, whatever you want to call it. But even if you have your permit and you're waiting to go through the MSF course, you could take the MSF course whenever you want, including while you're on your permit. Sometimes you just can't get your license right away. Sometimes it depends. So sometimes you could actually go through the MSF course, and if you go through it, you can get your license right away if you're not 18. I don't know. I have a couple friends that was able to do that. I don't think I was able to. I mean, I also didn't try. I waited till my 6 months was up, and I waited till my 6 months was up, and then those things are everywhere out here. I waited till my 6 months was up, and then I got my license. And I just walked into the DMV, gave him the card, and got it. Alright, everybody wants to be like this. Alright, I'm just gonna stay back here. So that's, you know, but apparently I guess you can get it early. I don't know. Whether you're on your permit or not, go through the MSF course before you ever start riding. Like, genuinely, go through the MSF course. It's actually, literally, you know, what's scary is I'm going this way right now, and this is exactly what happened during my wreck. Okay, the light's turning yellow, but it was like this. Cars were merging, and the light had just turned green, and I went through, and right past this intersection is where, and all the way down. So I'm actually gonna pull over up here if I can. Hopefully I don't fucking crash and pull over, because it's super loose gravel. But they had just dug out all these trees right here at this road in this intersection, so there was dirt everywhere. Obviously not ideal whatsoever. I was a newer rider, and I had come right past the intersection. You'll see after this light changes, because I'll explain it when this light changes, because this might take a while. But I was coming through this intersection right here, and I pulled in. Oh, I didn't pull in here. I'm pulling in here because literally, this seems so weird. This actually seems really weird being here on the side of the road. But what happened was, what is it? It was like right there. So literally, I'll show you. So what happened was, so where's the driveway? The driveway is right there. That driveway is. It'll make sense in a second. So I'm coming through the intersection right here. The light just turned green, and I'm coming through, right? This should hold my bike. It will. Alright. So I'm just coming through the intersection right here. Okay? Light just turns green, like I explained just a second ago. I'm coming through here, and I had gotten just about right there-ish. I mean, there's definitely not parts. It's been a year now, but there's any random debris all over. There's been multiple accidents over here. Just come here, and I get to about right there, where that little like black mark is right there. And the truck, who was like kind of over here towards the right, slammed on their brakes and like cut right across traffic into that driveway. And so all the cars that were here slammed on their brakes, and my first instinct was to, because I had touched the brakes a little bit, and I realized how slippery it was. So I did some common sense. So my first instinct was to go around. I was going to go through the dirt and go that way. But then one car, the other car standing on the right, and two cars in front of me had cut over. And so I also was, you know, I was going to go over more, but then there's a concrete ditch here. Not an ideal situation. Also, it was another car had pulled right here into this turn lane, and I wasn't threading the needle through oncoming traffic. Like I said, the light was green at the time, right? And so obviously it was dirty, and in a sense I did panic brake a little bit. And when I went down, I remember everything going wrong, cars scattering me, and I remember, hello, and I think I know them. I remember going down right here. I remember like hitting the brakes and stuff. After that, I don't remember actually falling, and I don't remember actually hitting the ground. All I remember was I woke up and I was sliding down the road at about here. I had woken up here, and I finally picked my bike up when I was like right there, right? Everybody's probably looking at me like I'm an absolute idiot, but I don't care. But I finally picked the bike up. The bike literally stayed in the street. I was on the ground. I ended up getting checked out right here. And it was just, I don't know, it was stupid. And there was the one day, the first time I ever had not worn gear on my bike. Like, literally, I'm being so serious. The first day I didn't wear gear, it felt nice, and I felt comfortable with my riding skills. Of course, I felt comfortable with my riding skills, and then I crashed my bike. But then the person behind me, they like freaked out. They thought I hit them and all this other stuff. Finally, the fire department applied, and I had to call my mom. And it's funny because I called her like there was no problem in the world. I called her, I was like, hey, Mom. Just make sure you're recording. Like that, super like nonchalant. She's like, yeah. She's like, are you at the restaurant? I'm like, no. It's like, I got in a motorcycle accident. She's like, what do you mean? So she obviously kind of freaked out. Obviously, she's my mother. But she was freaked out. And then, and stuff like that. But she had told me, because it's March 31st today. Tomorrow's April Fool's. So she had said, she's like, if you would have called me tomorrow, she's like, I would have never believed you that you actually got in a crash, right? Makes complete sense. By the time the fire department pulled up and all of that, they had just responded to another accident. I was bleeding. Keep in mind, I don't know if you can see, it's still a road rash mark here on this. So I had road rash everywhere. Just bleeding everywhere. My bike was messed up. My bike actually, unfortunately, ended up being totaled, which I was really upset about. It was like technically my first genuine street bike, and it was a supermoto, but it's so fun, and I want another one. It was such a fun bike. Probably gonna keep this bike, upgrade another one, and then get a supermoto or something. But yeah, and then obviously the cops had went and talked to her, and she said that nothing happened. She didn't cut across the road, that she was in the lane the whole time. But they're not gonna, people that don't take blame, they're not really ever gonna take blame. Let's be honest. But yeah, obviously in the first accident. But like I said, I only remembered getting up out there sliding. But like I said, it was the first day that I did not wear gear on the bike, and I felt comfortable. No matter how experienced you are on a motorcycle, no matter how experienced you are in driving a car, you need to always be wearing your seatbelt. You need to always be wearing your gear on a motorcycle, no matter how experienced you are. Because it's not always going to be your fault. It's not always going to be you, and it's not always going to be your fault, right? Luckily, I didn't hit another car, so nobody really was at fault in a sense. So nobody got ticketed, nobody got anything. So nobody technically was at fault for any of the stuff, right? Obviously, after I was able to walk away with just road rash, I had popped my shoulder out of place a little bit and it was sprained. But actually, I was able to walk away with no broken bones. That is very, 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 very rare to happen in motorcycle accidents. If you look up the statistics, it's very rare for that ever to happen. Almost never happens for people to walk away without injuries like that. I walked away with just road rash. If you're wearing full gear, you have a much, much, much higher chance to walk away without, being unscathed. I know most people who have gone down at even higher speeds than that and been perfectly fine with wearing full gear, but then they'll go down at low speeds and they'll be obliterated, right? These roads do not feel good at all. They're not going to, and it did not feel good. But I ended up going to the hospital, got checked out. I didn't take an ambulance. My mom had taken me there at the time, because obviously I couldn't drive, and I got checked out, x-ray and all this other stuff, because I was in a lot of pain. But like I said, it was a good day, and I kind of getting flashbacks and stuff, but I'm telling you guys, gear is so important. When you're driving a car, always wear your seatbelt. When you're on a motorcycle, wear your gear all the time. All of your gear all the time. I understand I'm not, and I do not promote this at all. This is not how you should be riding. You've got people like I'm K, never wearing gear. Look at Fastlane D. He rarely doesn't wear gear, but usually if you look at Fastlane D, he's always wearing gear. Adobo Moto, always wearing gear. These guys are always wearing gear, and they'll even admit when they're not. But Killer Cam, he'll wear gear a decent amount, but he doesn't really post videos anymore. But people like I'm K, great moto vlogger. He does make somewhat enjoyable content. He has amazing bikes, let's be honest, but the simple fact is that he does not wear gear, and I do not promote that. Is that my neighbor? I think it is. But you need to be wearing your gear all the time. But that's exactly what happened. See how quickly from the gas station to there, how everything went wrong. Normal day, and it's the one day I didn't wear gear. And that is exactly what I'm talking about when you need to be wearing your gear, like all the time, all the gear all the time. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying to emphasize the fact to you guys that you guys need to be wearing your gear. It can go wrong so quickly and you'll never know. Like right now, like I can't see a car, but a car could just blow the stop sign, come out right in front of me, boom, right? And that's the thing, is you don't know. You think you might know, you might be comfortable, you might feel confident in your abilities, but it's not always going to be your fault. It's not always going to be you. And you need to do what you can to protect yourself. You know what I mean? And I guess some people ride motorcycles on a budget, but I'm telling you, get a more used bike that you can fix up and spend a little bit more money on gear maybe. You know, a lot of people say, you know, skip out on gear and buy a different bike, but even on the slowest of slow bikes, you need decently good gear. Because, you know, it's always going to be that serious impact. What is happening right now? Alright, bro. No left turns, but I'm turning left because they're cleaning everything up. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Where am I even going? That's a better question. Where am I trying to go right now? I want to go to the lake, and I'm going the complete wrong way. Don't do this. I don't recommend that ever. I literally was going the complete wrong way. There's a little park over here, the lake, and I, for some reason, was turning left. I don't know why. But I'm going to go over there. We're going to finish up the video at the lake, get a little, you know, view of this beautiful baby. Get a little view of sky over there, and by the way, this road is so bumpy. Don't ride right there. That is actually so bumpy. This park's actually really cool. It's like a skate park and everything over here, but we're gonna go to the lakeside. Just even at idle, bro, this bike's relatively loud. Just being quiet, you know. I didn't let go of my clutch. I'm cutting that out of the video. I need help. My guy needs help. We're gonna take this turn like Street Rossi. Again. We're so crazy, bro. We're ready for MotoGP. Yes, sir. Told you about MotoGP. There's a doggy. I want to take my bike up onto the sidewalk. You think people gonna get mad? Probably. I just want to film a clip. I'm gonna ask them for permission. I don't want to like interrupt them or anything. There's ducks right there too. I don't know if I should do it on this side. There's actually a lot of ducks out. See with that, I probably could roll it over there. I don't want to scare all the duckies. I kind of want to roll it there, so I want to get some photos too. Oh fuck! All right, hopefully I don't get yelled at. Oh, not an ideal way to be rolling it over here, but the puppy, it's so tiny. I shouldn't keep my gloves on because this is down a hill, so I'm just gonna stay on the bike. I don't know what down. People are not gonna be happy at me, but I turned it off. I don't want to scare the ducks. Because it's kind of loud. Just gonna be honest. Dude, these ducks are so pretty. I don't know, people don't seem to really care, so hopefully it stays that way. I want to get a couple of pictures and also just talk about it. But yeah, not talk about anything, I don't know what I'm saying. But look how pretty she looks. Look at all these bugs on the front of this bike, dude. So gross.
that's what you get. I mean, it's written all the time. But like I said, guys, always wear gear. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I was being really repetitive in this video. It's kind of annoying myself, I'm not gonna lie. But look at the duckies. It's all those kids playing at the playground. It's beautiful. But like I said, I'm gonna end the video here. I love all of you guys. I appreciate the support. If you guys like this video, drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe and post notifications on for future videos. I am trying to grow this channel, and I do this for fun. Obviously, I really enjoy making content, but who knows? Maybe one day it could turn into my actual lifestyle. Who knows?